Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of Love Yourself No Matter Who You Are, Self-Love. So today's topic of discussion will be taking time. And this is just taking time in general. There's many ways to view it. Everybody has a different point of view on taking time, and that's perfectly fine. Everybody has their own point of views as we learned and as we've known. So the idea of taking time will connect to self-love, and self-love will be mentioned, and it's important, and yes, and the idea of self-love will be connected to here, but we're really going to focus on why taking time is so important. And the reason why taking time is so important is because taking time has a bigger impact on self-love than we think or know of. So in this episode, we are going to cover some subtopics of how taking time is important. So first, we're going to discuss about doing what you like/love. And then we're going to talk about self-care days and self-care minutes. Also, we're going to talk about seeing and spending time with people who you like/love. And if you can't see them or you can't spend time with them because we are in a pandemic, there are other ways to stay connected to them. And then we're going to discuss about not rushing and not procrastinating, which, funny enough, they cross over with each other. So let's get started. So doing what you like/love. This is so important to self-love because it is so easy to get caught up in having to do things that you simply do not want to do, or maybe that you don't like. And we all have to do things that we don't like or we don't want to do. And this can range from stuff that you have to do at work or just something simple around the house, like cleaning the house. And I know you're going to be like, well, these are important things I have to do. It's for my job. If I have people over, my house needs to be clean. Yes, these things are important. But if we do not care for ourselves and we do not do what we want to do every so often, or take care of ourselves every so often to take a break or do something, then we could end up being burnt out. And when you end up being burnt out, that's when you get nothing done. And then everything starts to stress you out, or things go left, right, up, down, south, in every direction. And it's important that we remember to do things for ourselves every so often. Something that you like, something that you love. So now we're going to get into some self-care days and self-care minutes. That's our next topic. And this, oddly enough, connects back to doing what you like and love and taking the time to do it. And that's the most important thing here, is to taking the time to do what you like and love. So a self-care day could be one way to show yourself that you care for yourself, and this could be from spending the day doing nothing to going to a spa or going to a hike. Everybody has different ways that they show themselves that they care for themselves, that they love themselves. It's just everybody has their different likes, everybody has their different dislikes. Everybody enjoys different things, and that's perfectly fine. And really, overall, it just involves doing something that you want to do. And by doing what you want to do, you can make yourself feel better. You can even let yourself recharge, as people call it. So then whatever life has to throw at you, either in the next hour, in the next day, in the next week, you're ready and you feel good because you took that time to do that. And the idea of a self-care day can seem daunting. It can seem like a lot. So you can always just take a few self-care minutes or hours instead of a full day. And these self-care minutes or hours could literally be simple things, such as taking a nap. You can take a nap for 15 minutes. You can take a nap for 2 hours, 3 hours, however you want to take a nap. Or it could be going to pick up your favorite drink from Starbucks, or your favorite snack or candy, or even just getting outside for a walk, or playing with your dog, or stretching. And there's so many other little things that you can do. There's so much more that you can do to show yourself, I love me, and I'm going to care for me, and this is how I'm going to do it. It doesn't have to be a big, long, luxurious vacation, big, long day at the spa. It doesn't have to be that. It could be simple little things. And there are so many little things that we can do throughout the day that can help us feel better about ourselves. And even if we don't realize that we're showing ourselves self-love and self-care, we are. Just by going to pick up your favorite drink, snack, whatever it is, food, favorite meal from a place, that's showing yourself self-love and self-care because you're taking care of yourself. And that's very important. Our next topic here is seeing and spending time with people who you like/love and other ways to stay connected to these people. Now, another way to spend time, taking time, would be spending those minutes or those hours, whatever you want to do, with those people who are most important to you. And just taking a few minutes, a day, an hour, whatever time frame, again, this is all up to you. Nobody's going to tell you you have to go see your cousin for 15 minutes and then you have to go see your grandma for an hour. Nobody's going to tell you that. You can make these decisions yourself. So, but it's important. It's important to make these decisions. So, of course, we are still in a pandemic. And not everybody is comfortable with going out, and going out is still not the safest idea. It is getting better, but it's not the safest idea. So you can always text everybody, or almost everybody has a phone, or they know somebody who has a phone, whether, a parent, somebody. You can stay connected to these people. So you can text them, you can call them on the phone, you can FaceTime them, or even you can have Zoom calls. And those are different ways to stay in touch. And I believe that staying connected to these people who are important to you will help you. Because if you stay connected and updated with what's going on with them, you might not have to worry so much about them. Because if you're not staying connected with them, you could be like, oh no, I haven't talked to my cousin. I hope she's okay or whatever. Text them, call them. It's so easy to send a text message, be like, I'm just checking in, how are you doing? I just want to make sure everything's okay with you. Do you need anything? Whatever. Because you don't know unless you stay connected to these people. And when you stay connected, then you know, and then you won't stress so much, about what's going on with the cousin, because you know that the cousin is okay. And another important thing here with these calls or catch-ups, they don't have to be all day long or every day. You can text somebody once a month. You can text somebody twice a week. You can text somebody once every 2 weeks. There's no time frame. This is the whole thing about this taking time. Just take the time to stay connected to these people because these people are important to you. These people mean something to you. And you should make sure that you stay connected to the people who are important to you. But if you can't talk to them every day, don't stress about it. Everyone understands, especially now, you have 1,000,001 things going on. They have 1,000,001 things going on. So you just have to take it one day at a time and just make sure you stay connected. Because you don't want to start stressing about somebody that you haven't talked to in a while. Especially if it's a family member, you don't want to stress about them. So it's very easy to just shoot a quick text message over to check in. And that's perfectly fine too. Quick text, how are you doing? How are things going? Do you need anything? Simple, but effective. And finally, now we go on to the idea of not rushing and not procrastinating. Funny enough, they cross over with one another. If you procrastinate, you end up rushing. The most important thing here is to take your time. Now, I'm not saying drag something out. I'm not saying rush something. Take as much time as you need to accomplish something, but do it the right way. And there is no right time. Nobody's going to say, oh, this is the right time. You do what you have to do. That way you know you gave your all and you did what you had to do. So our quote for today is, the two most powerful warriors are patience and time. And our song for today is One Step at a Time by Jordan Sparks.